I am your friendly OT here, Lawrence, and today we're going to be talking about brushing and joint compressions in order to help organize your child's brain. So who is this routine for? Well, first off, before you try this routine, you need to talk to your occupational therapist so you can work in conjunction with your therapist so you can adjust this routine for your child. Every child is different and every routine is different, so you need to be able to talk to your therapist to see how often, how regular you should be brushing your child. So the recommended protocol is every 2 hours you're supposed to be doing brushing and joint compressions to help your child, and this routine is best for kids that have sensory defensiveness. So for instance, if your child doesn't want to brush their hair or take a shower or transition and doesn't really like to do messy play, this would be really helpful to help organize your child's brain. So first off, you need a surgical brush like this. You can buy this online. It's available through Amazon, or it's also available in the link below. But the most important thing is consistency of this one and being able to meet where your child is. For me, when I recommend this to parents and family, I always say, slowly introduce this protocol. You don't need to follow it exactly the way it's instructed, just as close as possible where your child is, and then when you can get to the recommended brushing, then that would be ideal. But you don't want to force your child, you don't want to traumatize your child to be able to do this routine when they're not ready. I would highly recommend doing the brushing protocol by when they're doing a good game. You give them a game to complete with, like a puzzle maybe if your child likes puzzles, or Legos, and you could do this brushing protocol. And this is pretty standard. Show you a video in the next video of how to do it. I'll be doing it with my daughter Kalaya. But pretty standard routine. You start off from the arms. You brush it once. You're just supposed to brush the entire surface area of the arm, but you're still only supposed to go through it once, and it's a firm pressure to kind of help organize the tactile system and the sensory system that is causing the difficulty for your child to be able to process that information. And you're going to go ahead and do both arms, and then after arms you're going to do the back. You're going to do it in a V motion. Make sure you're avoiding the spine, so you do a V, spine's here, and then you do another V. And then you do the lower extremity, the legs. You're going to start from the hip all the way down to the ankles, and you're going to go ahead and brush up and down in one motion per surface area. And then afterwards, you're going to start with joint compressions. You'll start with the hands, the wrist joint, the elbow joint, and then the shoulder joint, and you're going to do all that joint, like all the joints and the arms, and then the legs. Start with the ankle, the knee, and then the hip. And then if your child does not want to do the joint compressions, because most of the time after the brushing part, they're pretty much done with this routine, you could have them jump on a trampoline or have them do jumping jacks or animal walks such as frog jumps or crab walks or bear crawls. That would be really good to give the input in their shoulder joint and their elbow joint. And it's just like a good way for them to be able to ground them and be able to make them feel comfortable in their own bodies. So this is a really recommended protocol for a lot of kids with sensory defensiveness, and a lot of occupational therapists recommend it. Just talk to your therapist. Every child is different again, and if you have any questions, feel free to comment below and I'll make sure to answer it when I can. Thanks so much for watching. Please like this video, please subscribe this video so you can spread this to more parents and teachers online. Thank you so much.